So what are the key things to know when considering purchasing a CPR property here in Maui? So CPR stands for Condominium Property Regime, and really it's a way for property owners to subdivide a property without going through the entire subdivision process, which here in Maui can take a decade. No joke. So what a CPR does is it allows you to split a property or a single TMK into multiple units which can be sold independently. It doesn't give you additional entitlements like a full subdivision would, but it does allow you to separate dwellings and sell them individually. And this has been we're seeing a lot more of this in recent years as affordability has become difficult here, and it gives people a way to sell a property at a lower price point, which is then more desirable for potential buyers. Let's say you have a 2-acre ag parcel that has a main house and an ohana. You can sell that ohana at a lower price point and the main house at a lower price point than the entire property would be as a whole. So very, becoming very, very common, especially in the North Shore and upcountry communities of Maui. But there's some key things to know when you're looking at these properties. First thing, understand that you want to understand the land area of the unit you're purchasing. Now, oftentimes when these CPRs are marketed online on the portal, Zillow, Redfin, etc., it will show the entire CPR land area on the listing, which can be confusing. Let's say you're looking at Unit A of a CPR, but it's telling you it's 2 acres. That's the entire parcel. That Unit A probably only has an acre, acre and a half, whatever it is, but less than the entire parcel. So understanding that land area and what you're actually purchasing, very crucial. Number 2 is understanding the governing documents of this CPR. So these are created essentially like a condominium. They're going to have a property declaration, CC&Rs, sometimes they have house rules, etc. So there's a document package that governs the property and how it operates. You want to understand if there's shared utilities or any shared land area to really understand how things operate. Is there a shared water meter? Is there a shared electrical meter? Is the driveway shared? Or is the driveway owned by one of the units, but then there's an easement granted to the other for access? These are all things to really have a grasp on before you really dive in. Number 3, absolutely crucial to understand what all units have built on them and if it's all above board and permitted. This is where we've really been seeing some issues come up in recent years where people will purchase one unit not understanding that the other unit affects them. The county looks at this parcel as a whole. So it looks like the entire TMK as one property, even though they're separate units. And if you're applying for permitting or zoning change or whatever it is, they will look at the entire thing and make sure everything is absolutely above board before they will allow you to proceed with what you're trying to do. Most oftentimes where this comes up is with permitting. Let's say you want to add an addition, build a pool, whatever it might be. When you go to apply for that, they're going to send an inspector out to look at all units on the property. And let's say the other unit, Unit B, has an unpermitted addition on their property. They're going to make that unit owner correct that before they will give you a permit to do the work you want to do. So really important to understand that everything on the property needs to be conforming for you to be able to get any new permits or do any new work with the county. Hope this is helpful for you. If you ever have questions when looking at a CPR, we're always here for you. Feel free to reach out anytime. Aloha.